Hi everyone, it's Isabella here and welcome back to the channel. So, hi, I know it's been a hot second since I've made a video. I know, I'm sorry. So, I'm gonna be so real with y'all. I have had someone that I'm not a fan of visit me. Her name is Depression, so I must giggle, otherwise it's sad, okay? I honestly wasn't gonna talk about this or say anything about this, but then I was like, you know what? If I am feeling off, someone else is watching this and is feeling off too. We can go through it together right now. So, just a PSA, you are not alone in this. It sucks. Get help. Do not feel bad. You are an extremely strong person. I've gotten jumped by depression recently. I hate that bitch. Anyway, we need to get into some good stuff today. Y'all, today's video, I've kind of spread into the world of consumerism and overconsumption. So I've really been fascinated by it. So I was also scrolling on my For You page just out of curiosity. And then I come across a few videos that were restock videos, overconsumption-esque videos, if you will. And I was like, you know what I need to do? I want to talk about this because I have so many different perspectives that I don't think is being talked about enough, just so that you guys have a realistic understanding of what the hell's going on. Now, before we get into this, I need y'all to know I'm not demonizing everyone doing like restock videos. I'm gonna keep it as realistic as I can, okay? We're gonna talk about things like, are they selling you some shit that's like really unnecessary and putting an extra step in something that doesn't need it, you know? Is it stupid? Is it, we're just gonna comment and have a little fun, okay? Before we hop into today's video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell button down below so you'll be notified of all my videos. If you wanna hang out with me and see tons of other personal content, go over there. My second channel, I have my podcast as well, the I've Got You podcast, along with other reactionary fun content as well. That is great. Let's get into this restock video. But real quickly, we need to talk about decluttering and the end of the month. Every time, end of the month, I always sit down and I check everything. My bills, my money, anything's changing. I'm currently working on dumping on my student loans. I'm gonna need a platform that's gonna help me keep everything organized and just overall help me with making good money decisions, cancel subscriptions that aren't needed, and so much more. And that's where I would love to introduce you to today's sponsor, Rocket Money. So Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps you cancel subscriptions, lower bills, and manage your money better. So like I said, y'all, there are some times where I literally think like I canceled a subscription when I didn't. I'm not even kidding. This happened recently. I'm looking at my bills and I was like, I'm sorry, what's that? I go on and I realized that I actually didn't cancel Netflix. I just thought I did because I have a bad memory. And then I was able to make sure I got it canceled. I also love it because, again, I'm a super big visual person and planning out my calendar for the month, I write out all of my bills on the calendar and they already make a calendar for me. So I know when everything's coming out. At one point, it's just a good thing for visual learners and it keeps me extremely organized. And I know Rocket Money can be really beneficial to you too. So if you guys want to try out Rocket Money today for a free trial, you can go down in the description below to rocketmoney.com/Isabella and start your free trial today. You can check everything out and see how it's looking for you. Thank you so much to Rocket Money for sponsoring me on today's video. And now let's get into it. I have many different videos I'm going to react to that are kind of ranging and we have a lot. Okay, so we're going to start off with one. This is by Ash Garrett. It's a bathroom restock. And by the way, I'm a commentary creator, but I'm also a lifestyle and beauty and on other platforms. So there's some aspects of this that I'm going to be able to point out that I think not a lot of people are aware of. Some of this stuff is extremely extra. And I want you to look at some of these products and these videos when you're watching them and ask yourself, is this something that's going to actually be beneficial? Or is it adding an extra step into a routine that's already simple enough? Is there a quicker solution that I can quickly buy from Walmart that's actually so much more financially better for me? Is this actually going to lead me to being more broke if I keep buying in all of these different things that I actually truly have no need for? I only buy them because they're pretty. And additionally, are they going to end up being a junk drawer item or something that you just kind of throw away in a closet, a drawer, whatever the case may be, because it's super duper unnecessary for you? All right, I'm going to tell y'all right now, and I'm going to be honest with you when I say this. This is so unnecessary. If you're a collector, yeah, but body scrubs, you don't need that many. That's kind of nuts, okay? The average everyday person, this is not going to make any sense. You put two more, you're not even done. And I know they're different scents, but here's my thought. This is an incredibly abnormal thing. And due to the fact that it looks like this is a content creator, I am betting my left titty right now, she's probably, and again, this is just my speculation only, I'm betting she's getting the scent to her. Content creators will get PR. And so some of these content creators that do like beauty reviews, lifestyle, like I even get PR packages. It is sent sometimes, not all the time, okay? It can be sent as a gift and you have a bunch of stuff. So when you see a lot of influencers posting a bunch of shit, there is a chance that they bought it, but there also is a chance that they got sent PR. And this is also why I think it's important to like talk about this conversation because they might not actually be spending like that kind of money. They might just be getting it. How ashy are you if you need that many scrap? I'm kidding. Oh, okay, pause. All right, I gotta go back to this because I've had a really big realization when it comes to my products and things that I do on skincare is the sheer fact that there are so many content creators I see that have large groups of skincare. That is not a typical thing. Okay, again, people are getting PR, people are reviewing products. So it makes more sense for a content creator to have a shit ton of products because they're reviewing it, right? Like I know there's actually several products that I have been buying recently because I, as a creator, have been wanting to, since I have the financial capacity, I'm very grateful for that. I'm able to buy a bunch of drugstore hair care products, test them out, and tell you what I like and what I don't. But I have the capacity to do it. There are some people who get sent this stuff and are able to try out a bunch of products. This is not something that I would assume to be a goal, okay? Because I wouldn't think it would be smart to have a goal of a bunch of products you can't even use up in a year. It's super duper unrealistic. And also you're gonna fuck your skin, just flat out. By me talking about this, I'm hoping people realize that this is a very this doesn't help you. It's just pretty. It's just aesthetic. And I really want people to kind of perceive that as is, or that's how they live because they have a specific job that is making them have this much product. That is not this is not normal. All right, I'm all for good under eye mask and I fully agree. If you want to save money, by the way, buy reusable ones. I have a reusable one. I have one hydrating serum and that's literally what I do. My underneath of my bathroom actually literally used to look like this. And that's because I had a problem with buying too much shit that I actually didn't need. And I will yap about this to the day I die. Just because, for example, I collab with somebody, I partner, if you don't need it or it will not benefit you, do not get it. Just because it's pretty, just because it's shiny, do not. Do what's best for you, right? Like if I talk about a product, I do like it. I'm not going to talk about something that I don't like or I don't care for. I think that's stupid if you do that. I want people to look at it and be like, is it something I can actually use? Is it something that's beneficial to me? If not, you do not need to do that. And I think there's this really interesting spot that we've hit in the world where people have kind of loved that serotonin high of I bought something. And again, God, I know, I get it. I'm so sorry. I've done the same shit before. But if you're gonna get something, get stuff that actually works. This is another one that's an ice drawer. I've recently seen this world of ice restocking. All right, let's get into that. We need to get such a grip on reality. And I know that's such a favorite sentence of mine, but we need it. What the fuck is this? Why do we need an ice restock? I wouldn't be surprised if someone was doing a restock on different types of toilet paper and different plies. Imagine how goofy that would be. How often do you plow through ice? I must know. The way I freaked out when I moved into this place and I was like, oh my God, my fridge makes ice now. I was like, I'm living the life. But no, seriously, I don't get that. Unless you're a bartender, a barista, this is so not normal. I'm gonna tell y'all right now too, these molds that you can get off of Amazon are $5 each. So think about how much money she probably spent on this. Also, those ice cubes have gotta taste like fridge. Just look at that. That's what, strawberry? We have lemon now at this point. They're gonna taste weird after a bit. And mint, that's gotta go bad. Freezer burn. Isn't that gonna get kind of gross? Someone comment down below that I feel like it's gonna get icky. Okay, that is flat out insane. The ice restock, I'm sorry. And maybe it's just I can't get it. That makes no fucking sense to me. There's nothing really hidden that I can see about videos like this. Something I'm actually wondering about content like this is if it's done simply just to make the content, but it's not something that they actually do. I feel like that happens very frequently when it comes to restock videos like this. It's not something that is needed or is a real restock. It's just for aesthetic and ASMR purposes. That's personally what I see with that. All right, so the next thing we're getting into is Stanley restocks. This is just so chronically online. This is bad. I made a video about Stanleys and people were freaking out about them and be like, oh my God, Stanleys. You guys know a lot of these reusable water bottles have kind of popped up over on social media and been very popular. And some of them are super cute. But the concept of a reusable water bottle is to not have 20 of them in your house, you probably don't need that. If you're in a house of 2, it's probably going to make literally no sense to have 10 Stanley cups. Okay. That's just, I think it's kind of wasting the point of them. Whatever. So there's some people who do, I shit you not. I had to take a double take. Stanley restocks. This is the dumbest shit I have ever seen in my life. Let's get into it. All right, fuck. fuck. That did not take long to get horrendous. Look at that container. Like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in the back. There's another one that probably is missing from the 9 fucking reusable. What are we on? What are we doing? Also, all of them are 50 shades of beige. Beige is fine. I'm just saying, damn. Sorry, let me keep going. So we have a Stanley condom on. Is that what I'm talking about? A Stanley sleeve? What the Stanley? I need y'all. Okay, everyone look at Bella right over here. Stanleys are insulated, okay? They are really nice. You don't need to put a sleeve over it because they're good. You know what I mean? It's insulated. It's a quality cup. Therefore, you don't need a Stanley skin on it. A skin, a coat, a bag, a con, whatever you want to call it, okay? I must giggle, okay? This is nuts. I will say that one right there is smart as hell. If you need to make ice actually and you don't have like an ice maker, that I would buy. If I didn't have my ice maker right now, I'd 100% buy it. But all right, let's see how nuts this can get. You gotta be kidding me. Enough. That's it. All right. Good night, y'all. I've had a great run. I'm gonna go rot in bed now. She whipped out the overconsumption tackle box. Girl, are you kidding me? I'm taking a pause. What's this? It looks like there's wipes. That looks like deodorant. Why do you need all this? Like, I must know. This has got to be simply for aesthetic. This doesn't make any sense. This is nuts. I need to bring everyone back to earth for a quick second. If you're restocking for a walk, where are you going? So the fact that we need to restock a Stanley, we have hit a different level of brain rot on the internet. When I go to the gym, I grab my absolute 5-pound weight of a Target cup. I grab my bag and I go. Like the concept of restocking. If I'm gonna restock my gym bag, I'll be like, hi, I'm out of all this shit. I'll put it back in. Like a Stanley sleeve for restocking to do what? To go where? I'm betting on my nuts that I don't have that she quite literally did this and then sat in the house and edited this video. Many of these products, by the way, can again, be sent to the content creator, which is, fine and dandy. But additionally, if you buy that, that's a lot of money. A lot of these things are not just cheap, okay? This should not be your goal. Having one of something is okay. Using a product up fully is okay. You do not need a fanny pack that carries your Stanley cup. If it would genuinely be useful to you, then okay. But a lot of this stuff is nuts and adding extra routines that you don't need. But imagine sitting there for 20 minutes, putting shit into tiny little bags for your Stanley. This is dumb. We all have our weird, goofy hobbies, but this is not something most people can attain. This is just for a vibe. This is simply brain rot and vibing. Okay, this is nothing more. I've seen this device actually multiple times. I almost fell for it. I need everyone. Does anyone have any legit evidence to show that that actually cleans your phone? You know what would also clean your phone? A fucking Lysol wipe. Or better yet, if you don't want to do Lysol wipe, a disinfectant spray and a microfiber. What? I would love to show y'all, since we're going to talk about consuming what we have. This is a phone case that I've had for so long. It used to be clear. Now it's brown because it's dirty. And some of my dog hair is in it. A Lysol wipe will work just fine. You don't need a device like that. The cleaning toaster oven. Again, where the fuck are you going that you need to restock this thing? What's happening? Next one is let's make a purse essential stock. I have a few comments about this that I've been dying to give. So yeah, let's look into it. Real quickly, I must pause and speak my truth, y'all. I have a theory that some of these people don't go out and buy these things. They keep reusing the same shit. Okay, so hear me out. Perfect example of this. I love to paint. I bought some oil paints. I'm very excited. Okay, so let's say I took all the shit out and I restocked it. I take all this out, all right? I put it back in and I film all of it, and that's my restock of my paints. Imagine me dumping it out again, putting them in a little bit different positions, and moving a couple other things around, and I restock it again. I think some of these people are using the same exact products, but in different angles and different positions in different drawers, and that's what the restock looks like. It's incredibly smart because they save money and they're not actually doing that, and I think that's how some people get started in these restock areas before they have a big platform, or some of them have a big platform, just still do it just because. But if they're not actually using all of it and they want to create more of the restock content because it does gain a shit ton of views, especially if it's ASMR based, having all of this stuff simply lying around and maybe you don't necessarily use it, but it's strictly there for the restock videos and for content. I think that's what's happening. There's going to be times where content creators are sent this stuff, and there's brands that are going to want to send it because if their brand is shown in an ASMR video or restock video, then it's like free promo for them. But I do think that there are some creators who don't actually do this, or they save old content and clips and it's the same shit over and over again, but they just move it around. It's like a fun game of Tetris for creators. Okay, a lot of this shit is unnecessary. Stain preventing teeth wipes, be fucking for real. I highly doubt that's working. Travel size SPFs, dude, you can buy one travel size from Target. That's perfectly, like, all this is so unnecessary, okay? Going through Listerine, okay, I get it. Listerine strips, liquid gels, flushable wipes. Okay, yeah, I mean, I get that, man. Think about how many times you're actually gonna need to restock this box. It's gonna, I would probably take a year to plow through half of this stuff, I'm gonna be honest with you. But these videos are posted up so frequently, there is no way that they're actually using up all of this. Like, I truly cannot believe that. Alrighty, here's another one. It says, POV, you figured out how to pack your tumbler so you were able to be hands-free. Why? What the f? Okay, quick question. Did we just skip over the plastic wrapper that it was in? Why do we need to unwrap it and then put it in a new container? For a breath mint, get a pack of Tic Tacs, y'all. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Was that something that clipped onto the handle just for a breath mint? God, I like that ice maker. I really do. Got the Stanley sleeve on. Yeah, I love it. Times do you, like, again, see, I'm sorry, but I don't believe that you're actually using these products half the time. I think that it's the same shit getting put into the different containers over and over again, rotated through, so that way it's the illusion of restock or I'm going, because how many times do you use a deodorant wipe? Where are you going that you need this? I don't know. You got a container to hold your hand sanitizer? Just shove it in the, maybe just shove it in the bag. It's pretty. It's aesthetically pleasing. This makes no damn sense. Do not feel bad or think you need it. Whatever you have works just fine, okay? Please, y'all. Last but not least, let's react to one more Stanley Cup one. I'm getting to these these are so nuts, but so fun. Let's get into it. Restock my Stanley for breakfast. Chick-fil-A, Breakfast of Champions. All right. Okay. This is, again, I feel like this is just adding an extra step when you don't really need it. We wouldn't even have time to get half the shit in the bowl. I would be stuffing it down. Like, see, to me, this is an extra step. It sounds like I want to sell you something that you probably really don't need. It kind of adds to it. I would dump that out on accident. I know it. I know some people are very influenced easily and they think, oh, you got to buy the ice molds. You need to buy the Stanley bag. Half the time, a lot of y'all, this is what I like to call junk drawer shit. It's stuff that you're going to kind of get bored of or you're not going to want anymore, or it becomes highly inconvenient. Like what I think about is sometimes with the Stanley Cup bag thing, a lot of people want to carry more shit. Most people, like myself, I have a big bag or I have another bag, just something, even if a backpack, just something that's a little bit more convenient, or a fanny pack. I don't feel like that's convenient because I'm going to de-influence you on this already. Picture this. You're having a bad day. You're trying to walk out the door and your Stanley sleeve decides to catch on the door handle. I would lose my mind. I would go back in the house and cry. But you see how that might be a pain in the ass because it swings? Imagine that shit, that heavy ass Stanley slams your hip. That would hurt. Not fun, not the vibe. I don't think you need a machine that's going to clean your phone. Wipe it down and move on. You don't need a tackle box that is full of minis to refill your purse. And I just want to kind of put this out there because I get if you have the financial capacity to do this. Like that's cool. But I want to kind of give my personal PSA is what you have is enough. What you have is just fine. I don't want you to think anything bad or negative about yourself. I don't think you have enough until you hit the standard, because right now, restock videos are almost like a financial wealth status and kind of like, look what I have. But sometimes some of it is just for a video. It's edited to hell. It might not even be real. Some of these people might be getting free products and, you know, it's just not really realistic for most everyday people. Okay, so what have we learned today, kids? There's a lot of, I would say, cinematic creation when it comes to these restock videos. Some of them might actually be legit, like someone's fridge restock, you know, that's totally fine. But some of them aren't exactly realistic or normal. Also, a lot of people that think that it's something that they should obtain, more likely it's not something that you probably are going to need, and it's just kind of a symbol of excessive wealth. Having a shit ton of skincare is not realistic. Your skin does not need that. You're going to hurt your skin more than anything. Having all these different things to put in a purse, you're probably not going to need it. Again, might I add with Stanley sleeve, probably not going to be the vibe for you. Just these extra things are not really something that is realistic many times, okay? So if it works for you, absolutely get it. If not, don't do that and don't feel pressured by society to think that you have to get something. If it actually will be beneficial or fun to you, great. But if not, do not worry about it. Enjoy for the aesthetic, but just remember that a lot of the stuff is highly curated. And I think that's a huge motivation for these creators. That is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.